I believe it is the best passenger rights bill in the world.
He's telling us that he's actually creating the best rights. Does Minister Ghobrial really think that everybody in Canada is a fool?
Two very different opinions tonight. Today, the federal government gave us a preview of a new air passenger bill of rights that's coming for you and other Canadians who fly, though there's plenty of pushback from advocates who say passengers like the ones here at Pax Pearson International tonight are going to be the ones left out in the cold. It's been dubbed an air passenger bill of rights. What would you call it?
It is an airline bill of rights. It does not serve the public interest.
Here's in part what's being proposed. If your flight is delayed for 3 to 6 hours, you'd be entitled to $400 in compensation. 6 to 9 hours, and you're entitled to $700. More than 9 hours, $1,000. However, if you're traveling with a smaller airline, the amount of money you're entitled to drops dramatically. And here's the catch. If your flight is delayed for weather or maintenance issues, the airline doesn't owe you anything. It's the lack of specifics around maintenance issues that has everyone from the CAA to passenger rights advocates concerned.
What's a maintenance issue? We agree it's a loophole. As I said earlier, there's a big difference between an engine falling off the wing and, let's say, one of the overhead bin latches not closing completely.
The government is again engaging in smoke and mirrors. The reality is that in most cases you will get nothing. When will you be getting compensation? The answer is if the airline voluntarily admits that they owe you compensation, which is worse than now.
The new bill being proposed also states that if you're stuck during a tarmac delay, you're entitled to food, water, air conditioning, and the use of a washroom. However, the amount of time you can be stuck on the tarmac would be increased to 3 hours before an airline has to let you off a plane. Currently, the Code of Conduct for Canada's airlines states if the delay exceeds 90 minutes and circumstances permit, the airline will offer passengers the option of disembarking from the aircraft until it is time to depart.
Doubling the amount of time passengers can be kept on the tarmac, that is inhumane.
Under the new guidelines, if you feel you're owed money or an airline has breached the new rules and regulations, it's on you to report it.
A passenger who feels that their rights have been infringed has 120 days to report it to the airline, and the airline must then respond within 30 days.
The legislation is also expected to cover a $2,100 maximum for any lost or delayed baggage, as well as ensuring children under the age of 14 are seated close to a parent or a guardian at no cost, though much of this is already covered under the Montreal Convention.
These regulations establish clear and consistent standards of treatment.
The rules will be for any planes flying in or out of Canada and all domestic flights. Now, Canadians will have about 60 days to share their thoughts and concerns with the government, and the rules will be turned into legislation that should kick in around July 1st. Now, one other important thing to note, the National Airline Council of Canada says if its members are forced to pay passengers fines, we could see a spike in ticket prices.